I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm talking about the Sigma Starter Pack, how to gain Sigma mastery, okay? And you might be wondering, what the heck is a Sigma, okay, for some of you watching. Well, if you know, there are certain classifications that are created. Beta male, alpha male, omega male, all these kinds of words, right? Sigma male is one of them, and there's also the Sigma female. Now, at first you might be thinking, I don't like these classifications. Why are you categorizing people, right? Why are you putting them on this hierarchical ladder of social structure and dominance hierarchy? Why are you doing that? I don't believe in labels. Well, if you're already thinking that, you're probably a Sigma, okay? Because the Sigma does not like labels. They don't like classifications. They don't want to be put into a box of any kind. Because if you're starting out on this journey to be the best Sigma that you can be, you want to understand that you're going to be a trailblazer. You're going to be a pioneer. You're going to be somebody who's going to be doing their own thing. But with that comes a lot of pros and cons, okay? The pros are, hey, you're doing your own thing, which means you're a game changer, okay? A lot of the people who will come to you will be really authentic people that you'll get to work with and engage with. However, at the same time, you know that because you are a pioneer, because you are a person who is so unique, you're going to be hit with a lot of arrows. What does that mean? A lot of hatred will come your way. You'll intimidate a lot of people because your personality is very bold. And third, you will be challenged. Okay, you will be challenged a lot, which is why for your Sigma Starter Pack, I really, really recommend you start constructing your character with standards, with ethics, with philosophy, with values, with morals, with codes, with doctrines, with principles that you give yourself, and let nobody else decide this for you. I want you to really go into your heart space, and ask yourself these questions to be able to get into this mentality of being the Sigma. Okay? Now, females who are the Sigma, they can be quite intimidating because, you know, they're not average-minded women, right? They might be success-driven, or they're on the path to personal development in a sense. These women want the best for themselves, so sometimes the Sigma women want the alpha. However, Sigmas oftentimes stick together. They're kind of like glue. You know, you can look at someone in the crowd and be like, oh, that person is different. Or something is very unique about them, right? And the way that you really see that somebody is a Sigma is they've been able to unplug from the social matrix, right? They are awakened to something. Now, this doesn't have to be a spiritual enlightenment awakened. They can be awakened to the reality of human nature. They can be awakened to a deep truth. They can be awakened to an understanding about themselves. They can be awakened to the opposite gender's nature. They can be awakened to an understanding of the world that is not the norm. Maybe they're into conspiracy theories, or they're trying to crack the code in something. They have an insatiable thirst for knowledge. That is one of the things that you have as a Sigma. So when you have this insatiable thirst for knowledge, you got to understand when you're going too far, right? When you're analyzing something that doesn't need that much analysis, right? This is where I've noticed that I have to zoom out a little bit and look at the bigger picture. What is my bigger vision that I'm trying to create here, and not zooming into these tiny little details, okay? So the next thing that I would tell you is definitely practice zooming out and seeing the bigger picture. If you're looking at Myers-Briggs, I mean, these people would be INTJs, oftentimes. Most oftentimes, I mean, It can be different. Of course, there's a lot of INFPs, and I'm an INFP, for instance. However, just recognizing that, because you were playing this game in the social structure, and you're not really interested in the social structure. A lot of times Sigmas might be hermits or doing their own thing in their own worlds, right? So, because people will be skeptical of you, you want to really embrace a solid set of values and a personality for yourself that you've constructed over time. The next thing is to be able to maintain your mystery. Okay? You are able to maintain your level of mystery. So when people see you in the world, they get curious about you. Who is that person? Who's that guy? Who's that girl? Something so interesting about them, intriguing. I don't know who they are. They seem like they're kind of in their own worlds, doing their own thing, and I just happen to pass by them and come across it. And you sort of want to create a vortex of your own reality, in a sense, where people pass by your reality, right? So you're not approaching people, you're letting them enter your reality, okay? This is a big perspective shift for you if you're listening right now. So you don't go up and say hi. You swallow people into your reality, okay? That's the mentality of the Sigma. Let's say a woman is walking her dog. This is from the Sigma male perspective, right? A woman is walking her dog. This was an idea that I got from another video. Now, the alpha male will see this and they'll be like, oh hey, cute dog, super interesting, very direct. Hey, where are you going? How's your day? Right? Very direct, very in your face. Boom, boom, boom. This is who I am. I'm the masculine presence here. I'm going to go for the goal. Right? Very direct. The beta male might just kind of just like, watch her from the distance a little bit. Right? And just kind of smile. And like, oh man, I should probably say something. I don't know. Cute dog though. That's what they're thinking. My bad, my video cut out for a second there. But yeah, for the Sigma, he's going to probably throw the ball at the dog and tell it to go fetch, and then kind of play with the dog a little bit. He'll come up and be like, hey there, little guy. Not even acknowledge the woman, right? Whatever his reality entrance is, it's going to be very uncommon from a generic approach, right? It's not going to be a hey, a hi, oh hey there. He'll be on his way to his mission doing something, and then it'll just be like a natural openness there, right? It won't be very common the way he does it. It's not going to be a very, very set in stone, cut and dry thing that she's so used to hearing and seeing. Okay, it's going to leave an air of mystery, an air of authenticity, and an air of comfort there. You either love people like this or you hate them. Okay, there's no in between, because their personalities are very bold, and because they're so introverted, they can come off as very cold and in their own worlds, kind of brooding. So it's important for Sigmas, in my personal opinion, to be a little bit lighthearted, right? Find ways to make yourself laugh, give yourself a lot of humor, not using it as a crutch, but using it as a vehicle for social transformation and physical transformation and spiritual transformation, okay? When you can do this, it really helps you to amp up your own state of beingness, and it will make you very magnetic as a persona and a personality, okay? The next thing is, have something that you're so into, that you're pretty much obsessed with, right? Your craft, something that you're building over time, a skill set that makes it just very magnetic to be around that. I'll notice that a lot of people in creative industries can be Sigmas because they're inventing their own genre, right? They're doing something different in that industry to shape it in its own unique pathway. Okay? Some artists are Sigmas just for the sake of like getting attention and showing off. The Sigma doesn't care about attention or any of that. He's not a leader or a follower. He's sort of just doing his own thing in his own nature, right? Being the best version that he can be, pretty much working on his or her own self-actualization journey. Okay? I got this question the other day: how is a Sigma different from a hipster? Okay. First of all, hipster is a cultural term, right? Pop culture term that we associate with a very specific counterculture of people, right? Who do very, very specific things, actually, right? And if you're wearing an ironic T-shirt, or you're dressed in a particular plaid type of vibe, right? I went to a hipster college in the middle of nowhere, right, in Vermont, called Bennington, so I understand what that's like, and it's very different from the Sigma nature, because the Sigma is not attached to any archetypes in this way, right? They're inventing their own archetype, they're inventing their own character. So it's really important to differentiate these two, because they can get lumped into the same category, like, oh, he's just a hipster, he's just doing his own thing, but, or she's just a hipster, right? She's just doing her own thing, she's just in her own world all the time. Well, not necessarily. So you'll notice that Sigma males and Sigma females, they will be very, very friendly. So in a sense, they can be friendly because they're adding a different perspective to the interaction. Okay, they are basically in their own world, and so because of that, they're adding such fascinating conversations or deep philosophical insight into the conversations. Okay, now sometimes, because you are such a free spirit as a man or a female in this Sigma nature, you can come across as too intense. Okay? You can come across as very intense. So, what do you do to tone this down? How do you water down that intensity? It's to have this loving, playful quality to yourself. Okay? Where you have an openness and a vulnerability, and you merge with the environment slowly. Right, so you engage with everything. As you're walking down the street, you engage with the bird and the tree. You just give it that much. Okay, try practicing that, because I think that will be a great addition to your already existing nonchalant, cool, esoteric personality. Okay, which you fostered over time, obviously, through lots of wisdom, knowledge, quotes, books, right? Things you've read that are very uncommon, right? Uncommon bands that you listen to or music that you like. Just finding your own thing, right? It's like about finding your own character and building that. And I think that spirit of curiosity is to be kept alive through the actions that you take. So this is a very fascinating topic to me, as you can tell, and I am actually creating a program for Sigma males and Sigma females. If you are in this category of people, I know you don't like to be labeled that. However, if this video resonated with you at all, or if you want to learn more about this, definitely shoot me a message on Instagram. I have a program coming out, and it's called Flomo Sapien. For right now, that is the name. I might change it, but that is the name right now. Let me know in the comments below if you're a Sigma, or how you've experienced this, and how you came across this, or what's going on with your own journey. I would love to know. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you, and stay legendary. See you next time.